Welcome back to Broken Sword, the Shadow of the Templars. We're at the Crune Museum again, folks. We're going to try and talk to Andre Lobino about this chalice that's been polished and such. So let's see if he knows anything about it. Let's see what else he's got to talk about first. Let's see.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes, what is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Well, let's see what else we can get from Andre.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with three bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundation. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Andre again, giving us a big helping hand, even though he's a dick, giving us history lessons and so. So let's head for this dig site, guys. I think we're about 65-70% through the game now, guys, so maybe even more. I think we might even go. So let's go to this Baphomet dig site. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got a fat man with a cigarette.
The painter didn't seem to regard the painting as too important. Not as important as a cigarette break, anyway.
Okay.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions.
Ah, Templars. What do you know about the Templars, Freddy?
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too?
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oysters.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Okay guys, so it's obviously that the Templars that we spied on are funding this operation.
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So let's continue having a look around.
The archway was topped by a fancy balustrade. Oh, darn. I'd left my grappling hook at home. No way could I get up there.
Oh darn.
There was a dumpster full of debris. From the excavation, I guessed.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
Oh. What about this?
The painter had a pot of gunmetal gray primer hanging from the barrier.
Okay.
Hey, monsieur! Get away from my paint pot!
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. But
Okay, let's head on downstairs, guys. I believe this is the dig site and also restrooms. Yep, it is. So, what have we got here? Let's have a look.
A dumpster with some debris in it.
What's in this dumpster? Other than debris, is there anything of interest?
Yep, that was definitely debris. I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
Okay, nothing. Great.
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on. All empty and all uninteresting. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
What's this?
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Let's, put this thing off.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
Okay, what else have we got? Got a door here.
That guard had been put here to guard something. My guess was that the excavation was behind that door.
Okay, so we need to get
I
there.
didn't think that the guard would just let me waltz past. Besides, I had a hunch that door was locked.
So we got this guard, we got a phone, we got this door here. What's in here?
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer. There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Alright, so we got a locked door, a thermostat, and a telephone. Also got a guard here who we'll be talking to in the next part, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. Things are going to get very interesting, like I always say. Going to be going into this door next, into the excavation site, to see this Templar dig site thing. So yeah, should be interesting. See you guys soon.